Welcome to True to Blueprint, another episode of Life in Hockey with Dawn Marie Sargent and her friend Mary Jane, who does everything here. Mary Jane Arndt does everything here, except study hockey all the time. So she's going to ask questions today. That's probably the best way to handle this until you people, all 59 of you, start writing in. And believe me, the 59, do we love the 59? We would have them over. We would let them move in. But the problem is, 59 of you spreading this around to other hockey interested people, that's really what they got to do. Because I'm trying as hard as I can, but honestly, this is not. I need to be learning about hockey, I need to be studying as the season moves in. It's going to become harder and harder for me to both focus on hockey and do the promotion. So treat me like that inane editor in Leaf. You guys see an editor in Leaf come out, you just share them to all your hockey groups. I come out, you don't share them in your hockey group. Why not? I'm doing the same damn thing. And I'm doing it better. How do I know I'm doing it better? Because I'm always right and they're always wrong. Okay, I was wrong about Tavares, but I wasn't wrong about the reasons. Let's remember that. It's really important. I said, we don't want to take Austin out of his job. Mm-hmm. One of the first things Mike said was, Austin will still be our first line center. Tavares says, you need the top goal scorer on the top line. He knew he's not that. He's a great player. But he's going on the second line with Mitch and Zach Hyman. I couldn't be more delighted about that. Then there's the money problem. Well, he could have gotten $14 million a year from Dallas or from San Jose. And he wanted to be here. So anybody wants to be here that bad, they'll take the pay, they'll not necessarily upstage Austin Matthews. And then Dubas says, if I can't sign the core of this team, and that was our worry, right? Mm-hmm. We're going to lose this core. We got one Tavares, now we're going to have to build again. No, we're not, because he promised he will sign them. That links into the thing we're talking about today. Won't Get Fooled Again is the title of the show. The blueprint is the revolution. The way Shanahan is doing this, every team in hockey will have to do this. He played. And most of the time, he, as quickly as I say, ex-players don't belong in front offices. That is the last place they belong. But the difference for him is he was never incredible. He was popular with fans, but he wasn't popular with his cohorts. So there's no, internal competition. Plus, he's the president, not the general manager. Very unusual, unless it's just a laudatory position. So today we're going to get into the dumb things that Maple Leaf fans say on Facebook. I haven't had trouble coming up with them. 350 people from Leafs Nation used to watch my video. They aren't watching it now, okay? And that was an arbitrary decision. It had nothing to do with me. I didn't do a damn thing wrong, okay? But now 59 of you are watching. And it still doesn't matter. The exposure I have to the Leafs fans is that, other than a handful of them, they believe if we don't keep making deals, they believe their every whim. What if we all as individuals laid in bed and went, what do I need today? You always think you need something. It makes you feel good.
I have a question. Mm-hmm. So if one of the people that's still in Leaf Nations, if one of those 59 people that has watched the last two videos posted it in that group, what would happen?
Since the whole controversy was around the video, not around the content of the video, the person who went crazy didn't even watch the video. They think they know me from somewhere, and they don't.
So do you think it would be okay for them to post it?
It's hard for me to say, you know what, I'm not going to tell you to do it, but I sure wish you would. But say something. Say this is good hockey talk here. This is legitimate, professional level analysis.
Make it clickbaity.
Make it clickbaity. Give me you won't believe what this bitch says. I love that crap. Notice I got a new haircut. It was sort of a lady has a haircut, but that's no good to do. But now it's more like, this is what I look like. Okay, this is my haircut. I've had it my whole life in one form or another. Mm-hmm. And this will grow out really nice. I'll have her just clip it. Thank you, Beth. I had to adapt. But I always do. Like I said, if the greatest hairstylist, Sally, whatever her name is, came and cut my hair, $7,000. When I got home, I would go,
Sally Hansen?
No, what's her name?
I
She's
don't
got a
know.
salon. Anyway, whatever. I would be home going, no, that's gotta go. No, that's gotta go. No, we need a little off here. That's just who I am.
Hey, are we gonna talk hockey?
Yeah, we are going to talk hockey. It's the summer. We're going to talk defense.
Let's
Because-
talk about the Shakespeare quote first, and then we can talk about
yeah.
defense.
It's required you do awake your faith. It is required. You're afraid. That's the title. Won't get fooled again. You're so damn scared that you're being led astray, that you're So you believe in it and it doesn't work? What's going to happen? First of all, I'm guaranteeing you it'll work. But then I have to say, what is the problem? What is the harm in believing in a good outcome? Why is everybody so determined to be the Maple Leaf fan who knew how it would go wrong? Didn't we call that buying trouble? And didn't your parents say that? Don't buy trouble. You know, thinking of
Yeah,
things
but
that...
I think it's easier as adults to be pessimistic than to be positive all the time. It's easier to pick something apart than to see what's good about it.
Oh, okay. The theory that Root is honest.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's not working.
Thank you, social media,
That's right.
for that.
And, you guys are really mean to Jake. Whatever you've done to me, you've done worse to Jake Gardiner. Get over it.
Yeah, is it really true that Jake sucks?
No, it's not. That's the problem. If you're looking for a traditional way of playing defense, you would not get Jake.
Mm-hmm.
But Babcock and possession hockey with pressure defense considers Jake to be the gold standard.
Mm-hmm.
5-on-5. This is his guy. This is when he says he's looking for a right-handed D, he's looking for another Jake Gardiner.
Okay.
And people are just going, trade Jake. We got to get rid of Jake, our defense. You don't understand hockey well enough if you say that. Right now, you don't.
So stupid things that hockey fans say. Jake sucks. Jake does not suck.
He does not suck. And it's really mean. But, if you want to pick on people, let me just tell you, my friends who follow Alyssa, and she's a Pittsburgh Penguin vlogger. She's also got a great general vlog on YouTube, Alyssa Hope. They all say, oh, that Chris Letang, we got to get rid of him. We were better without him. In fact, they've said that the Penguins got eliminated this year because of Chris Letang. That's their fan base talking about their big right-handed D-man. I don't know. Maybe he's not right-handed.
So do they say that
think
they
he's
should
left.
get rid of him, just like, because that's another one of the things that you were talking
Well,
about.
that's the thing. They want to trade. They want to trade him for a lesser defenseman, for a defenseman that wouldn't fit as well into Babcock hockey. So maybe we need to explain pressure defense, okay? All right. Possession hockey looks at the rules of hockey very simply. There's 5 guys skating. All of them need to get the puck at all times, okay? There is the idea that there's a way where you go, okay, well, our play fell apart. We're going to run back here and set up. We got these guys, are really specialist, positional specialists. They're going to stop you. They're going to stand you up. They're going to, know everything you're going to. No, it doesn't work that way. First, the speed of the game isn't going to allow you to do that. And when they say Jake lost his game or that, okay, if you're expecting that Jake is the last guy who can possibly stop disaster, yeah, okay, he lost the game. What about the other 4? The play they talk about all the time in Game 7, Austin Matthews goes into the offensive corner, wins the puck, and then rather than look for where there was somebody, just dumps it to the high slot above our attack, and they take off with it. Jake's caught between his position to set up at the point and getting to that play. And there's just nothing that can be done. And Matthews, I love Austin. He never does anything wrong, except once in a while, I don't think he quite understands his assignment. And that's going to come with time. Kids able to learn like crazy. Possession hockey. You don't take the puck anywhere you would hate to lose it offensively to someone else. You compete for it every moment. It used to be called traps and swept aside. We use modified traps. We set them up little, and we just are in your face. And you're like, oh gosh. But forwards have to do that. If you don't do it, can't expect the defense to do it. And, we're getting someone bigger. Ozhiganov. I love that guy.
Igor.
I've not even met Igor. He's like one of my favorite Maple Leafs already. So I expect him to make the team. But he's going to be taught to think first about our offense. And I think, wasn't it an early show where I said, if you have the puck, they can't hurt you?
Right.
Why is nobody able to argue that with me? They're able to talk about what drugs I did in the 70s, how much alcohol they think I've consumed before talking about it, but they're never able to say how we can be hurt when we have the puck and when we're always competing for it. Jake Gardiner, they say, oh, he'd be a great forward. That's exactly what your defenseman needs to look like. Exactly. Exactly. And he was plus 18 last year, you know. Drew Doughty was plus 21 and didn't have nearly as important a year. Jake was just crucial. I'm sorry. And there's Marlies. Marlies are coming up. We have to get ready for the fact that 5 Marlies are competing for one position. So when people say go and get, you know, I never know how to say the guy's name. It's like Paneco. Lego, my Paneco. No, Paul Michael Cornets. He's like my favorite person now. Mm-hmm. Well, you're still one of my favorite people. But
You can have more than one.
He ran that. And I said I was going to kick his ass. Because, I mean, what are you doing bringing up this defense right now? He knows better. Fact is, I think you'll look at it. If you understand it better, ask me questions about hockey. That's what I understand. I'm not like some, you know, oh gosh, business or, geez, I know a lot about television because that's where I covered hockey before. And, of course, I'm a big fan. And an excellent actress, but you guys didn't see that yet. Let's see. Oh, damn. The NHL Network poll.
What the hell is that?
Well, glad you asked, Mayor. Certainly not any kind of ranking of actual talent or ability or how important you are to your team. Guess who was the #1 center again? Connor McDavid. Mm-hmm. And I like Connor, and whatever he does is obviously important, but playing center, not what he does. Doesn't take a face-off, doesn't lead into the zone, doesn't leave the forecheck last. None of those things. That guy doesn't do anything except wait for the puck and go. And if he's got someone with him, he does cool passing things sometimes. So he's the #1 center. So position means nothing. And the Maple Leafs have no one in the top 20 defenseman. And the crowd's like, oh, you got a Kyle Dubas. You got to go get us a guy. We don't need anything. Really, in your personal life, do people all go, look what's available, I'm going to go get it? No, because that's dumb. You want to know why hockey teams do that? And why Steve Yzerman right now, he's the guy, you know. I'm not even sure Tampa Bay will make, I mean, I assume they'll make the playoffs. But remember last year, they had different tools getting to first place. And they didn't do that well in the playoffs. They did slightly better than we did, but not that good. And they look kind of really vulnerable at moments. And a lot of that has to do with the fact that Yzerman said even during the playoffs, he said, we had to make a move. And I think the reporter said you wanted to shore up your defense. He said, not necessarily, but we had to make a move at the deadline toward winning the Stanley Cup. And they went out and got defensemen. And JT Miller, he's probably going to work out best of all. But Ryan McDonough, I mean, Girardi, what is this? What are you doing down there? Well, I'll tell you what Steve is doing. Steve wants to be popular like he was when he was a player. If he continues to do things, his name stays in the news. The problem is that they kind of have turned off their whole squad down there talking about who they would be happy to part with in order to sign Erik Karlsson. I don't believe that was ever serious. The problem is the way the social media and the casual media, like Editor and Leaf, hey Tanner, I'm here. Come at me, bro. I am so over that guy, man. He is so full of crap most of the time. So that's where we're at. And I believe we're going to do very well this year with our defense. I believe we need probably no one. And we certainly don't need to replace Jake. This idea about Jake is just really pissing me off. All right, please. Did we get it? I think we got to everything, right?
We did.
All right. Give me some structure, man. There's 59 of you. You could practically all be on the show. And we're going to just stay weekly. until the season starts, and then somehow we're gonna go twice a week. I'm still not sure how.
We'll figure it out.
But the studio's shaping up, eh?
Mm-hmm.
It's the corner of my kitchen, and right behind me is Charlotte's little bowl. So once in a while, Charlotte will probably be on television.
I think once she gets used to us being out here now, she'll start popping up on the
Well, I
telephone
hope so.
being
I really
goofy.
do. Yeah. She's a goofy cat.
Mm.
So, yeah, please don't fall for the idea of these stars make these deals at the deadline. Oh, yeah, with that. Steve Eiserman, trust me, you're going to be sorry you gave Nemesnikov to the Rangers. Really sorry. I like that kid's game. Like these Maple Leaf fans get rid of Cap and I'm getting rid of Nylander. What are you talking about? Do you know anything about hockey? Or do you just read it? Because if you just read it, stop reading it, start watching me, and become instantly smarter. All right, thanks to everybody who's helped me this week. And, yeah, I'm going to be back. I promise. There goes Mary. See, we don't know how to turn it off yet.